I'm Holly Clyburn. I'm from Cleethorpes in Lincolnshire in England.
I think she is very organised. She's also very clear with what she expects to see from her group, and I think that's, again, her group's extremely lucky to have her on their side.
I feel like she has a lot of experience being a caddy. She has a lot of experience being a player. So that mix, and just she knows how to be in my spot and she knows how to be in her spot. And I feel like not a lot of people know how to do that.
Everything that she does for everyone and how she cares of everyone is I think is a pleasure to work with her, because she's such a good person and such a good influence to be around, and I love her. She's amazing.
Yeah, like this new role, having my own group is very special. I feel very honoured that Zach gave me this opportunity. But I'm not going to lie, I feel like I'm 10 years older than what I am.
When we put together a team at the Academy, our goal is to bring the best coaches with the best background, with the most passion. And when you look at someone like Holly, she's played at the highest level in amateur golf, she played at the highest level in professional golf, and now she's coaching a part of one of the best teams in junior golf.
Yeah, I was probably around about 2 or 3 years old, having a plastic club in my hand, just going to my both my grandparents' houses and just swinging a plastic club around their garden, and then eventually building up from there, and then took it really serious when I was probably about 8 or 9.
Holly was one of the best amateurs in the world. I think at one point she got to 24th ranked in the world.
When I first started playing for England, I thought I could be something, and that something was something I always dreamt about, being a professional golfer. So when I started to represent England, and then got a phone call for Great Britain and Ireland, and then around about when I was looking to get into the Curtis Cup the first time in 2010, I knew then that I could make this dream into a reality.
She played on the Ladies European Tour. She ultimately played in the International Crown representing her country. So she's worn her flag, she's represented that. And then we have these athletes that come to us that are so proud to be a part of national teams and contribute to those national teams. And Holly doesn't just tell these kids, hey, go chase those dreams. She can literally sit them down and say, when I played in my first international event, this is what it felt like.
Yeah, the first time I jumped from player to caddy was actually a step in, so I didn't really take it too serious. I was very fortunate to work with one of my friends, Jody Wichadoff, and we did some incredible work, but I didn't treat it as a job as such. I treated it as an experience of a lifetime with a great player next to me, and to try and actually improve my golf. But unfortunately things took a turn in my golf, and I would say my mental health wasn't in it. So I took a really big risk, and it was worth it. Probably around about 3 months later, I told Jodie that I was all in and wanted to make her the best player she could be, and we achieved some amazing things together. And then I went on to work with some other players, major champions.
And then when she was done with her professional career, she became one of the most world-renowned caddies on the LPGA. And then she decided to become a coach. And there's no doubt in my mind that she's one of the best coaches in the world already in her career, because of the traits, the attributes, the characteristics that not only made her a great amateur player, a great professional player, but now just a phenomenal asset to our team.
So Holly for me is a coach, yeah, for sure, but she's also someone who gets on my face and tell me stuff how it is. She is not afraid of telling me like, hey Alejandra, you're doing this wrong, or Alejandra, think about that twice, or just be like, Alejandra, like, what are you doing? And it's just that person, and I know she's not doing to judge me or to tell me like, oh my gosh, like what's going on. She's more like, she does it from a place of love and because she wants me to succeed as much as I do. And I really appreciate that, and it's really valuable for me because, as you said before, golf is a really lonely sport. So having that person in the corner that wants you to succeed and wants you to do good is extremely valuable, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I think if someone asked me, like, define who Holly is, I would say she's authentic. I would say she's genuine. I would say she's ultra competitive, and she's going to leave nothing to chance. And for me, when I try and assemble a team of people, not just around our athletes, but around me to be better, she makes me better because she lives it. She doesn't just tell our athletes to have daily habits, she has daily habits. She just doesn't tell our athletes how important nutrition is, she lives it. She doesn't tell athletes to set goals, she sets goals and then shows them what it takes to make your goals a reality. And Holly being a part of our team was one of her goals, and she's smashing it.
Yeah, I mean, Holly's been great. You know, she's from the Northeast as well, where I'm from, so I think there's a little bit of kinship there with us. Great sense of humor. You know, she's a proven winner on tour, so she's got that level of experience that very few people have. And I think her ability to communicate that with our kids in the program is just invaluable, as well as the fact that she's very knowledgeable in other aspects such as nutrition and fitness. I mean, she's the whole deal.
And like, I think how she treats me and how she cares about me and how she cares of everyone is like, I think is like a pleasure to work with her because she's such a good person and such a good influence to be around, and I love her, she's amazing.
There's something just so special about what it means to be a part of the Golfzon Leadbetter family, and to have a player that came through David's stable in professional golf and then gets to continue to carry on his legacy. I see qualities that Holly has as a coach that David had. I see conversations that she has with athletes that she probably had with David 10 years ago. I see conversations that she has with athletes that she probably had with Paula Creamer walking down the fairway in a major championship. The greatest asset that we have in our team is that we're a team. And Holly will someday be the #1 coach in this program. I truly believe that. But it's gonna be because she's the #1 human and she makes us better. It's not about who the star player is on the team or who has had the most success as a coach. We become the sum of the 5 people we spend the most amount of time with, and I'm extremely grateful to say that one of those people is Holly. Holly makes me better. Holly makes our academy better, and if you happen to come here and get coached by Holly, she's gonna make you better.